Welcome, Westside fans, to more Lady Pirate Volleyball. We are out here in beautiful Montpelier, Idaho. It is a little bit stormy outside. Not going to bother us here in the gym as we get ready for our varsity matchup. Conference opponents, rivals between the Bear Lake Bears and the Westside Pirates here in Montpelier. This is the third conference game for the Westside Pirates. They are 1-1 on the season. And the Bears also looking to get some conference wins as well. It's a big night tonight. The Westside Pirates all week long going to be taking on the Bears in volleyball tonight, which is Wednesday. And then on the 23rd, Friday night, here in Montpelier, a conference matchup between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears on the gridiron. Thank you for joining us as we get ready and dive into our pregame show today, brought to you by North Stars Polaris, Ultimate Outdoors, Evergreen Financial, Naylor Insurance, and Webb Funeral Home. We'll come back to you in just a second after we take a moment to thank our wonderful sponsors right after this message on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth here in Montpelier. It should be a really fun one between the Bear Lake Bears and the West Side Pirates. Looking at both of these teams, a stellar matchup here tonight is what you are going to see. Bear Lake Bears 8-3 on the year, 1-0 in conference play with a 3-0 victory and a sweep over Soda Springs not that long ago. This Bear Lake Bears team was able to get a 3-1 victory over Preston and sweeping Grace earlier in the year as well. This is going to be a big matchup for the Pirates tonight as Westside comes in at 6-1, 1-1 on the year. They are excited to be able to start conference play and get things going. Was tested by Malad, lost that one last week, and now they're looking to get things back on track. They kind of showed what they were capable of Saturday as they got the clean sweeps against Preston and Marsh Valley not that long ago. This has been our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. The best deals in the best town. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street in Preston. Go on to North Stars, and they're going to get you out in really, really fun vehicles, the one place that you can go in Preston to do such that. We'll go ahead, take one more break, and get ready for our Coaches Show, brought to you by Evergreen Financial, right after these short messages on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back, West Side fans, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. It is a rivalry week, conference week, all sorts of fun stuff for the Lady Pirates coming up. I'm joined here with head coach Melinda Royer. Coach Royer, a lot of stuff we saw last week. A recap, 3 wins and 1 loss, a lot to think about in a loss to Malad last week. How well do you think the girls responded with their play on the following Saturday after that loss to Malad against Marsh Valley and Preston?
Well, they did exactly what they needed to. We were playing another rival school. We're obviously very familiar with Malad and their players, and we're very familiar with Preston, their players, and great rivals, but the girls showed up, and it was just a fun game. I loved the second set, us coming from behind and keeping our heads in the game and working through it and getting that win to take Preston in 2 was ideal for us.
Ideal and so fun. You know, you mentioned that second set against Preston. From your eyes, from your perspective, walk me through what was a miraculous comeback and one so fun to call on my part. In the second set, in the second set against the Indians, down, I believe, 17-24 at the end, and really just one more point needed. What happened to make that a comeback win for Westside?
Well, it was just, we always try to focus on just 1 point at a time. Let's just work on 1 point. Mm-hmm. I was obviously out of timeouts by that point of the game. And so I really couldn't do much to talk to the girls, but they really just took it 1 point at a time. And we we preached that we were going to win the game aggressively, that we need to just be as aggressive as possible. And they were aggressive, and it worked. 1 point at a time, they dug themselves out of that hole. I mean, it was a game. We ended up winning 29-27. So that was crazy intense.
Very intense, and would recommend if anybody wants to watch it, they can go back and find a really fun replay of it. Coach, looking out onto the field when that was happening, was it a collective knowledge, 1 point at a time? Did you feel a lot of determination? Like, what was the feeling for the girls out on the court when that was happening?
Yeah, definitely very determined. And it seemed like with every point that we got when we were climbing out of that hole, once they got to 20, like, okay, there's a chance. Okay, one more. Then they get to 21. Okay, work for another. But yeah, it was that whole mentality of 1 point at a time. Everybody's being loaded and ready, and we're going to be aggressive. If there's one thing we're going to do, we're going to be aggressive. And
aggressive the Westside Pirates were. They end up winning the sweep on Saturday versus the Marsh Valley Eagles and Preston. And now you go from crosstown rivalry to conference rivalry this week, Coach. The Pirates are going to be hosted by the Bear Lake Bears for another conference game. Westside's looking for their first conference win. What has it been like to play against head coach Wendy Parker and the Bears for the last couple years for you, Coach?
It's been a great rivalry. Wendy's got a great team over there in Bear Lake, and they always put up a good fight and always give us a lot of competition. 2 years ago, we played in the state championship match against them, and it was just a hard-fought battle the whole season long. We split multiple times, and I really respect Wendy. I actually played ball with her growing up. Because I grew up in Bear Lake, so her and I were classmates. Well, she was a year older than me, so it's fun to have that friendship off the court, and then to have such great competition on the court.
Bear Lake always wanted to give you your best shot all the time, but Coach, a question came to my mind. We were talking on Saturday, and we're getting farther and farther into the season, and maybe this is an unfair question for me to ask you, but do you feel like the Pirates are getting everybody's best shot? Do you have a target on your back considering back-to-back state championships under your belt right now?
Very much so, very much so. I've actually visited with my girls about that multiple times. I said, nobody's going to lay down and just give up against us. Everybody wants to beat us because we have that target on our back. And it's hard for the girls because they're like, oh my goodness, Preston didn't play that great against Marsh Valley, but then they played really good against us. I'm like, everybody's bringing their A game, and it's great for us because we get a lot of really good matches and a lot of competition.
Coach, last question for me. You're coming now into the point of the season where it's more conference games. These are the games that are really, really, really important. How do you approach conference games in the midseason compared to, what we were seeing with early tournament play, or do you see it differently?
Yeah, we definitely, we always try to coach our girls that we hit every game is just as important as any other game. But obviously when you come to conference time, it is more important. But we try to build off of what we've learned throughout the season, attending the Cokeville tournament and having a lot of competition there, and the West J tournament and finding success there, building off of the things that we've been able to accomplish and reminding them of what they can accomplish. Right now, we're just trying to instill the confidence in the girls because they can do it. It's just them believing in themselves and remembering what they have accomplished at this point to give themselves that confidence going into these district matches.
Coach, we're excited for a fun game on Wednesday against the Bears. Best of luck. We will be there, and everyone's going to be cheering on the Pirates. Anything else from you?
No, thank you so much. We're looking forward to playing the Bears.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and head right back into the booth. Thank you very much. As we come back into the broadcast booth, I really, really want to get into our outstanding student interview. But first of all, I got to thank Coach Melinda Royer and Evergreen Financial for letting us interview our coaches today. Super fun to be able to meet with Coach Royer. And it was also really, really fun to meet with Lainey Beckstead for our outstanding student interview. We'll play it right now for our pregame show. Come back to you with our starting lineups. And our keys to the game brought to you by Naylor Insurance and Webb Funeral Home. Let's take it to Lainey Beckstead. Welcome back, Westside fans, to our outstanding student portion. Today, we are getting ready for a matchup between conference opponent Bear Lake for volleyball. I'm joined with Lainey Beckstead. Lainey, how are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I mean, it's fall. It's beautiful outside right now. I mean, perfect weather. What is your favorite season, Lainey?
Definitely fall because of the leaves and it's volleyball season.
Looking back on this year so far in terms of the volleyball season, how has it been for you just coming into this and enjoying this year? How's it been for you?
It's been really good. My team has been playing very well, and as a senior, it's fun to see us progress and everyone grow.
I've seen a lot of progression and growth from everybody. Lainey, you're centerpiece to this volleyball team. Like, you have to get it there, those passes. How have you really come to grow from even last year into this year for the volleyball program? What do you feel like you've done better?
Well, last year we lost a lot of vital players, so being able to learn every single person individually and knowing them better has helped to improve my volleyball skills.
Lainey, have you played with some of these girls like even before high school started?
Yeah, I have, and just watching them grow like individually as a person and as a player has been really fun. And playing like prior to high school, we were all not very good, so it was just fun to play around with them.
Lainey, this point up until the season, we've had a lot of preseason stuff, those tournament play, and now we're getting into conference play. What does conference play mean to Coach Royer and to everybody on the team? How important is it to get these wins starting now?
It's really important because the better we do in conference, the more likely we'll have home court advantage during the district tournament. And like as the conference goes on, like we know each player personally on other teams, so it's fun to have like a competitive edge against players we know and have grown with.
Well, more specifically, this is a big game against Bear Lake, and it is huge for volleyball and for football later on this week. What have you come to know about playing Bear Lake? I've heard from a lot of people that it's a fun rivalry, and Bear Lake's going to give you the best shot that they have. What have you learned playing the Bears?
It is a really strong rivalry, and through the past 3 years, every time we've played them, it's always been a really competitive game. And as we played them, like they always bring their top game against us, and it's always really fun to watch us move up along with them.
Lainey, how did your passion for volleyball start? What is your earliest memory of thinking like, oh, volleyball is something that I really want to do?
Both of my older sisters both played volleyball, and so I guess growing up watching them play, I've always knew I was going to play as well. But the love came when I started doing like club teams and played more and learned more individually instead of just watching.
Volleyball, obviously a huge aspect of West Side, tradition. It's been important to compete competitively, athletically. But Lainey, what do you enjoy doing off of the court? What are some of your hobbies?
I don't really have any other hobbies other than volleyball, but I'm a weird person and really like school. And so I just finish my homework and work outside with my dad, and that's about all.
I would say that that's a pretty good thing. I don't think that you're a weird person for liking school. What is your favorite subject in school?
Also weird, I really like math and science, so.
Whoever's telling you that you're weird for liking math and science is wrong, because math and science is fantastic and it's really cool. Do you have an idea of maybe what you want to be when you grow up, or a career that you're looking at right now?
Oh yeah, as a senior, I've definitely been thinking of the future and what I want to go into, and I've been leaning towards aerospace engineering.
That is fantastic. And, do you have a specific university or place that you're looking forward to going? If not, I can be a real recruiter for you. Anybody who wants Lainey to be aerospace engineer, listen to her. Do you have a place where you want to go?
Right now I'm leaning more towards Utah State because they have a really good aerospace engineering program down there.
I got to rep my Aggies. Go Aggies. I graduated last spring. Fantastic. You should go there. Lainey, when you talk about working with your dad, this obviously we're living in a rural area. Have you spent a lot of time out on the farm or working in the yard? What do you like to do?
Well, we used to have a farm, but then we sold our cows because it's expensive but we still do farming with like the plants and everything. Like right now we planted sorghum, and it's really hard to move pipe by yourself when you're doing that. So I just go out and tell them where the pipe is because you can't see it.
Lainey, who are your biggest supporters? I know there's a ton of them, but who's out there cheering you on at these games for volleyball the most, or who's watching online?
Definitely my family, because my parents come to as many games as they possibly can. And I also always get like a pre-game text from my brother or my sister saying good luck because they watch on Cash. And so my brother is all the way in Minnesota, so being able to have him watch me and like tell me how I did during the game means a lot.
Well, we are ecstatic to be able to cover you. You guys have been doing so great this year, and time flies when we do these interviews. I mean, it really does. Lainey, is there anything else you want to touch up on before we get ready for the game against Bear Lake?
I'm just excited for a competitive team to play against, and hopefully my team will be excited as I am and step up and play our best game.
I like it. Lainey Beckstead here as our outstanding student representative. Thanks so much, Lainey.
Thank you.
Really fun interview. Lainey Beckstead, just really fun to be around. She is one that preps the team, pumps everybody up, and you see her all the time out on the court doing just that. We're getting ready for our national anthem in just a moment. We're going to go ahead, take a break, come back to you in just a second here on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State Street in Preston.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back here as we get ready for our starting lineups, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Abby Fuller getting recognized, a huge West Side fan section here cheering on the Pirates tonight. Britta Grimm right behind her. Lainey Beckstead, our outstanding student, running down the line and giving high tens to her coaching staff and friends. Natalie Lemon following suit behind her. Paige Camo coming down the line and doing the traditional high 10. Sara Mariscal working it down, giving the high 10s as well. Sammy Roberts behind her. That is your West Side Pirates. And now time for your Bear Lake Bears starting lineup tonight. Again, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Danny Bassett, the senior, getting the start for the Bears. Sadie Shaw behind her, the sophomore. Number 11, LLC Johnson. Taylor Crane, a senior behind her. Number 21, Emma McMurray. Cortland Skinner. Number 1 sophomore, Morgan Armstrong. Was able to see Morgan Armstrong last year as she played the Rich Rebels in both volleyball and basketball. She is a competitive-natured gal that'll go out there and give it her all, and she is the defensive specialist libero for the Bears tonight. Loud and proud. Bears are out tonight. It's neon out here in Montpelier. Welcome you into our live camera coverage. West Side and Bear Lake conference time. The 8-3 Bear Lake Bears, 1-0 in conference, taking on the West Side Pirates, 1-1 in conference, 6-1 overall. Each respective side will huddle up on either side. The Pirates in their maroon and silver numerals. The Bear Lake Bears in their white tops, black sleeves, and dark blue numerals. White accents for both teams. Conference time, really, really important to see who's going to be getting the district voting here, as playoffs always on the mind of everybody as you make your way through the conference rounds. The Bears will start off. Elsie Johnson to serve to the right and taken by Fuller out on the left. Fuller will get fed back to and put it down off of the forearms, way out of bounds of Morgan Armstrong and out the back left corner. Abby Fuller with the first kill of the night. Does that surprise anybody? I don't think it surprises me. 1-0 here on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Natalie Lemon in the middle, across and taken, and off of the forearm, shooting out to the right, an ace off of Bassett. Natalie Lemon with an ace notched up in her tally markers on the stat sheet. Again over into the middle, taken by Bassett on the left. High up in the air, Johnson will feed and get bumped back over to West Side. Right side, Beckstead feed to Fuller on the left. Soft touch over the middle, bumped at the line. 3 touches, back over to West Side. Back in the far left corner, Abby Fuller finds a soft spot in the defense after the rotation. The West Side's up 3-0. Early in this first set, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. I am Cody Olsen, joining you here in Montpelier for this conference matchup. Natalie Lemon steps up to the plate once again and sails it long out the back line. First points of the night for the Bears. Making her way back to serving position, Sadie Shaw, the sophomore, will go right into the middle for Mariscal. Beckstead will go right to Grimm, who will punch it over and across court, right to left, diving out of bounds and off of her fist and out. That's a kill for Britta Grimm. Grimm goes with the signature, like the fist up in the air and just punches it across from right to left, far side and near side. And here is the service from Lainey Jane Beckstead. At the 10-foot line, back set to the right, across and blocked by Fuller and Grimm. Soft touch then again, high bump up in the air, and that will get flown out the back line. Nobody touches that one, although there was some hands up in the air. It misses all of the fingers on the front line. 5-1 for the visiting Pirate squad. L approach for Beckstead just across the tape, taken in the middle. High up in the air, left side attack. Dug up by West Side Pirates. Back over to the Bears again, high up in the air. Skinner will attack on the left. That's a laser beam off of the palms of Roberts and into the bleachers behind herself. Great setup in the middle to Skinner from Bassett in the center. Service again by the Bears, taken on the right corner. Kept in play and bumped over by Fuller out on the left. Bumped by Crane, left side attack from Skinner, and that fits right in the back right corner from the left to the right in front of the Pirate bench. Taylor Crane to serve again. Taken by Roberts in the back left corner. Middle setup, a scramble, and bumped over finally by Mariscal. Short setup in the middle, big block by Britta Grimm. Will not be denied her block of the night. Sent back over to the West Side Pirates. Left side attack from Fuller. That one will fall out of bounds, out the back line, too long. The Bears have come back quickly after finding themselves down. Crane again to serve. Softly taken by Mariscal right in the centerpiece. High into the left for Fuller. Soft touch, big dig out on the left by Johnson. Pushed over into the back left corner. Pirates receive. Counter attack back to Fuller. Touched and out. Definitely tipped at the line by the front line. That was number 21, I believe, Emma McMurray, the senior, who got her fingers on it. And another kill on the tally sheet for Abby Fuller. Fuller will go back to serve off of her right hand, shaving the top of the tape at the left, at the 10-foot line. Slapped over, soft touch. Britta Grimm and Newton combined for the 1-2 send over to the Pirates. Another block by the Pirates and a highlight for Britta Grimm. Puts her arms right up in there again. That's 2 for her already. And she sends that one careening into the back line, inbounds on the Bears side of the court. Reception in the middle by Sadie Shaw. Left side attack from Skinner into the tape. A partial block and 2 touches on Britta Grimm, who had it pinned against her palms and the net. Touched it twice. Falls down onto the hardwood. Pirates on that one thought that Skinner did not get high enough and thought that was going to be 4 touches there. No call. And a recovery and attack from the Bears. Here comes a service into the net by number 9, Saxton, the sophomore. Service error puts the Pirates up 3, 8-5 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Morgan Armstrong has that one go off of her right elbow off the service of Britta Grimm and out into her own bench. Grimm with 1 kill, 2 blocks, and 1 ace already at the beginning of this first set. Armstrong takes it again, high setup into the middle, an attack and another block by Newton and Natalie Lemon. Pushed over by the Bears into the back line. Fuller into the middle for Beckstead, high in the air for Lemon, and she puts that one on a hammer. Hammer and nail combination from Natalie Lemon into the back corner, and that's double digits for the Pirates. Britta Grimm again to serve over the top, dug up off of the knees of Sadie Shaw. Pushed over, back to Fuller. Beckstead will side dump. Good reaction time by the Bears. Has it up in the air. Skinner into the back left corner, dug up by Fuller. Counterattack this time. Mariscal will get on the action. Over return, back over to the Pirates. Into the middle again. Lemon, soft touch. Set up to the left for Skinner again, and now it's going to be a lift call. 2 hits by the backup setter, number 9, Saxton. Saxton, I think, is kind of switching times, and it's an 11-5 lead early on in this first set. Brought to you by Northern Title and the many sponsors that help us broadcast here in Montpelier on mylocalradio.com. We'll take a quick break. Back to you after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Saxton to Skinner on the right, diving save by Beckstead will put it up on a platter for the Bears, and that is a reach over the top of the net and a violation on number 5, Danny Bassett. And the Bears can't believe it. 12-5. I mean, that was literally on a silver platter right on the logo for Bassett, and she just reached over the top of the net. Saxton into the middle, pushed over at the 10-foot line by Lillian Crockett, who is subbed into the game. Lemon on a running attack, and that's going to be rejected back into her body and down onto the hardwood by the front line of the Bears. Loud crowd, wear neon for the Bears tonight. Good turnout and fun atmosphere here in Montpelier. Half an hour after the 7 o'clock hour in the night, Wednesday night that is. Left side attack from Mariscal, over returned off of the forearms of the Bears. Back to Beckstead, high and in the middle. Mariscal just has to bump it over to Armstrong. Saxton on the right. Left-handed attack from number 20, Crockett. From right to left across the face of Fuller, and it spins hard to track down, and it goes off of her and out of bounds. 12-7 on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Received on the back line. Beckstead will go out to the left for Mariscal, who slaps it over, dug up by the Bears once again. Here comes another attempt. Lemon, soft, had the changeup in her arsenal, and it goes right down into the center 10-foot line as she rose above the net. 13-7. Second kill for Lemon. Marley Newton back to serve for the Pirates. Soft one taken by Armstrong, up in the air again. Saxton out to her right, and it's slapped over by Crane. Soft touched by Mariscal, up in the air again. Third slap over by Crane, and that one with a fist and low into the tape and down. 14-7 now on our Les Schwab scoreboard here in Montpelier. Newton again with the lefty, high up in the air this time, right in the center of the defense, a set up to the left, pushing it to the back left corner. Fuller is there. Beckstead, quick reception, and Lemon sends that one back over. A huge block on the attack by the Bears, by the Pirates. Mariscal will dig out on the left. Beckstead in the middle. Right in the middle, attack soft again from Lemon. Pushed over back to Marley Newton in the left corner. Fuller will get in on the action. Sends a bullet at Armstrong. Saved by the Bears on the third touch. Great rally by both of these teams. Short setup in the middle for Lemon. Soft touch, pancake dig by the Bears. Roberts to receive at the 10-foot line. Side dump, and that's it. Lainey Beckstead, our outstanding student, says, I'm sick of this. Let's put an end to this with the side set right in the middle. 15-7. Beckstead gets her first kill and another timeout. We'll take it as well here on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, showtimes, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
15-7, your scoreboard reading on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. The Westside Pirates up on top of the Bears early in this conference matchup. The Bears will receive in a right side attack softly over the front line of the Pirates. Beckstead will set out to the left for Mariscal, and that is just a hair out of bounds. That came from left to center middle and about an inch out the back line. Mariscal just with a little bit, mere inches off. Here comes a service from the Bears taken by Roberts, high up into the rafters. Beckstead out to the left. Mariscal will redeem herself off of Armstrong and off of the light fixtures and down into the Bear Lake student section. 16-8. First registered kill. I think she might have had another one earlier on. But Mariscal back to serve. Takes a dive at Armstrong. Saxton into the middle, an attack and a laser beam splitting the back line. Number 12, Taylor Crane, returns the favor. 9 to serve 16 after that kill by Crane. Back to serve after the substitution, Elsie Johnson. Johnson will hand it over to Mariscal in the center. Beckstead out to the left for Fuller, and that one is blocked, but sent out of bounds. Fuller, looks Jordan-esque as she reaches way back. It's almost like she's scratching her back, throws her right hand forward in an impressive, acrobatic kill type of fashion. That's 4 for her on the night. Left side attack and a block by Britta Grimm right off of the backup help, Sadie Shaw, and out of bounds. Britta Grimm, I've come to love those highlight plays from her. She adds such ferocity and energy for the Pirates in the middle, and you can't help but love the fact that she's going to be here for quite a while longer as a sophomore. Lemon service into the net. 18-10 is your reading. Back to serve for the Bears. Shaw, Roberts has that one come up a little bit short. Luckily, Beckstead is there to just give it a little bit to get over the tape, and it causes a little bit of confusion on the Bears side. Bounces off of 2 players and down. Beckstead will serve across and taken in the middle off of both knees. Left side setup from Johnson to Skinner. Rejected by the front line. They'll try again in the center. Soft touch. Roberts is there to dig up on the left. Fuller just has that soft little touch out of bounds, and that one sent back in. What a fantastic acrobatic move by Elsie Johnson. Fuller gets set up and sends a laser beam, which is received by the Bears. Back over to Westside it will go. Camo pushing it to the back right corner, dug up. Skinner on the left, close to the net. Blocked by Camo and Grimm. I've been incredibly impressed with Camo, Grimm, and the front line of the Pirates tonight. They've been able to really find their mark and really stay solid the whole time. 20-10 is your reading. Beckstead will serve. Johnson out to her right. Crane will slap it over. Westside is there to repeat and sail it out. Fuller sets her feet, rises up, and that one will go from left to right, far out and away. Nine-point lead held by the Pirates. Crane sends it to Roberts on the right side. Beckstead high in the air for Fuller, who just barely gets it over the top of the tape off of a finesse move. Camo receives after the attack from Bear Lake. Left side attack from Fuller. She loads and launches off of McMurray and into the Bear Lake bench. 21-11. Fuller up to 5 in terms of kills. The kill leader for the Pirates, getting it done here early in this conference matchup. Left side for Skinner. Off of the tip of Grimm and out of bounds. Skinner gets the best of the front line of the Pirates on that one. Makes it 1 point closer. 21-12 is your reading on the Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Saxton high into the air. Fuller gets it to Beckstead. Left side attack from Mariscal, and that gets caught up in the arms of Bassett and falls down onto her side. Mariscal getting it done. Gunderson in for Lemon. Lemon, all smiles, comes down onto the bench. Service by Grimm out to the left, taken by Armstrong. Over return underneath the net, and Armstrong had it come to her off of her arms and just hung up in the air and then falls a little bit short, kind of in that awkward place to kind of dig it up underneath the net. 23-12, Pirates up on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Grimm again to Armstrong on the back left side, high up in the air by Saxton into the middle. Just across the tape on the middle attack, Beckstead for Gunderson. Great dig by Armstrong. Back over to west side. Left side attack from Mariscal. Off of Armstrong and shooting into the student section to add a little bit of spice to it. Mariscal. After that one, set point. Not quite there yet. Getting a little over anxious. Set point, Grimm sends it to Armstrong on the back line again. Saxton to her left over the side, and that one's low on the attack by Saxton, and by Skinner, and that will go into net. First set will go to the Pirates, 25-12, a dominating first set after great help from Mariscal, Fuller, and 3 massive blocks by Britta Grimm. Huge stuff happening here, and it's all Lady Pirates early in this one. We'll come back to you after this to get ready for our second set, brought to you by Level 10 Life on mylocalradio.com, 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to our live coverage of a conference matchup between the Westside Pirates and the Bear Lake Bears. Westside will go up after winning the first set 25-12. Huge domination. I mean, everything coming up the Pirates' way in that one early. Doesn't stop the Bear Lake student section from being loud and proud here in Montpelier. Having a good little fun with our student section out here to the right side, We also would like to go ahead and thank all of you that have joined us on mylocalradio.com, whether you're watching the broadcast or you're listening over the airwaves on mylocalradio.com or on 105.5 KACH. We appreciate your help in supporting this Westside Pirates team, as well as our sponsors, including Les Schwab Tires out of Logan, the North Store, the tire professionals doing the right thing in Logan since 1952. Mariscal will send it over high up in the air. Third touch slapped over by Armstrong. That one's short. Armstrong, a competitor. I've seen her last year as a freshman compete at a very high level in volleyball and in basketball. Just a little bit of an off night for her. Pirates up 1-0 early on in this second set, brought to you by Level 10 Life. Left side set up for Crane. Taking the bullet is Mariscal. Beckstead to the left for Fuller. Across court and down. Aimed right at Armstrong, who had to do the splits, but it worked to no avail. Couldn't get it up off of the floor. Abby Fuller. I mean, when you're on one, you're on one. Ride the hot hand. What do I know, though? What do I know? Mariscal again. 2-0 for the Pirates. Johnson into the middle. Lemon gets on her knees and digs that one up. Fuller launches And it goes off of McMurray and onto the floorboards. McMurray has it ricochet off of her and go down onto the hardwood. And again, I mean, if you're riding the hot hand, you let it ride. If we were in Vegas or in Wendover, Fuller's been on fire tonight. Modescall with the right hand off of the top of the backboard of the ceiling, back over to the Pirates, and a block from Fuller and Lemon. And oh my goodness, nothing seeming to go wrong for the Pirates, and everything not working for the Bears. I mean, a shot taken over in this last rally somehow came off at 100 miles an hour off the ceiling, and Beckstead was able to be there in the right position, kept it up in the air, and the Pirates pushed it over and ended up getting a block from it. Beckstead, soft touch over to the Bears again. Johnson blocked once again by Lemon. Lemon slaps it over, and this time she's going to get called for the violation. Good effort by Lemon, but she went a little bit too aggressive and got caught up in the tape. 4-1, I believe, on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Crossing over, taken by Modescall. Beckstead back set to the right. Lemon touching it over with the left hand. Johnson in the middle for Crane. Partially blocked. Fuller has to get onto one knee to dig it up underneath the net as it shot off of Roberts in and down onto the hardwood. Bears back within 2. Shaw across and taken by Roberts high in the air. Beckstead will go out to the left for Fuller, and Fuller making it look like bread and butter, launching with her right hand and down right at the 10-foot line. Lemon looks over to the sideline to her coach, gets the nod, sends that one over from the middle. Left side dig up, back set for Crane. Launches it long and to the left, out of bounds from the right side. Six to 2, Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Off of one knee, Skinner and Shaw working together, again pushing it, and an attack again from the left side and out of bounds for the Bears. 7 to 2, your reading 7 to serve to, Natalie Lemon. Big right hand, taken on the back line, diving out of bounds, almost taking out the flag man. Third touch short as it ping-ponged off a couple different Lady Bears and just landed too soft to get over the top of the net. 8 to 2. Lemon across, eaten by Shaw, high up in the air. McMurray off of the tip of the front line of the Pirates. Beckstead out to the left for Fuller, soft touch. Diving bodies high up in the air and pushed over by Shaw. Camo and Modescall were both in the area, wasn't sure who was going to get it. Late reaction by one of them has it go low off of their hands and down onto the west side hardwood in the middle. 3 to serve, 8 over. Modescall receives. Fuller pushes to the back left corner. Johnson in the middle, touched by Grimm. Goes off of her, and Beckstead not quick enough to bounce it off the pancake block to her right, down and in. 4 serving 8. Crane into the net and low off of the service error. Beckstead will backpedal to the back line, clean off her shoes, one after the other. Take a couple practice bounces off of the hardwood and serve. Shaw receives, blocked. Johnson tried to get sneaky with Grimm, and Grimm reaches over and just sends it right back on top of the head of Johnson. 4 blocks for Britta Grimm tonight. Beckstead over and across, taken by Shaw into the middle. Johnson out to the left for Skinner, soft touch. Beckstead side dump, caught the Bears napping. Another one for Beckstead. And it is an absolute clinic right now, and you got to take a timeout, and they do. The Bears want to think about this one, take a quick breather, and come back into this one after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
We welcome you back here into the action. Our second set today brought to you by Level 10 Life, the trained professionals at Level 10 Life, here to help you achieve your vision in life. Quick stat update, Abby Fuller 1 away from double-digit kills. Britta Grimm with 4 blocks and Madiskal with 3 kills of her own. A clinic getting put on by the Westside Pirates in terms of volleyball tonight. Service by Beckstead high up in the air. Johnson out to the left for Skinner. That's the drawn-up play, and it works. After the timeout, that's what they wanted to do. Middle to outside left for Skinner, puts it back into the middle of the Pirates, and that's what they wanted. 5-11. Saxton lobs it to Fuller on the left. Beckstead will go back to Fuller, and that is a laser beam received, taken by the Bears. Camo high off of her arms on the right, back into the middle and slapped over by Madiskal. Saxton taking all sorts of shots. And a violation, 2 hits on the Bears. Gives possession back to the Westside Pirates. Sadie Shaw and Saxton doing a wonderful job receiving. Armstrong receives. Left side set up for Bassett. Out of bounds, far and long. Left side attack goes out. 13-5 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Over and in. Armstrong ducks behind the service. She thought for sure it was going to go out of bounds, but it sneaks inside the left sideline in the back left corner. Ace by Abby Fuller. Fuller again into the middle, taken by Shaw. Saxton out to the left, far and long, but tipped at the line. Redemption there, keeping it back in possession of the Bears. 14-6 for the Pirates. Service by the Bears coming up. Cortland Skinner. High and long, taken by Fuller in the back left corner. Beckstead will serve or set up Madiskal, and Madiskal bounces it again off of Crockett and out of bounds. Grimm taken by Armstrong in the back left corner. Saxton behind her head off of the dump set. Madiskal finally sends it back over. Crane receives. Saxton right side, Crockett. Fuller digs in the middle. Camo back into the middle by Fuller. Taken and slapped over, and that one not hard enough, but not soft enough to play off of the rebound. Crane took it right in the biceps, and it kind of just shoots off to the near side into the net. Fuller officially reaching double-digit kills there. Grimm winds up and sends it to Armstrong. Saxton has to dig it up under the net. Armstrong will send it to Beckstead. Left side attack from Madiskal off the tip. Armstrong, couple different touches, and down onto the hardwood. It kind of came off like a dud off of 2 different Lady Bears in the back left corner. Madiskal with 5 and another timeout. 17-6 here in the second set. Back after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Cody Olsen and Melissa Olsen coming to you live from Montpelier on 105.5 KCH 1340 AM. If you're just joining us, let me recap to you what's been going on. Pirate domination really is what's been going on. Everything working for the Pirates' way right now. They're up 17-6 in the second set after being 1-0 in that set department as well. Fuller will dig in the back left corner, keeps it high up in the air. Beckstead saves it, and Fuller pushes it over away from the back line. Saxton out to the left on the attack, high and out of bounds. Nobody touching that one on the attack from Sadie Shaw. Make it 18-6. Britta Grimm still back there to serve. Armstrong receives in the back left corner. Saxton into the middle. Bassett squeezes it past Lemon. Left side attack from the Pirates. Mariscal sends it shooting up into the rafters off of the receive of Crane. Handled well by the Bears. Britta Grimm takes it off of her forehead and kind of backpedals into Fuller and just kind of boxes her out from receiving it and helping her out. Danny Bassett, the senior, to serve. Roberts absorbs it. Pushed over by Camo on the right side. Deep squat. Saxton back set. Crockett off of the tip of Lemon out of bounds. Crockett with the kill. Bassett will head back over to her spot. This will be her second service in a row. Again taken by Roberts. Camo out to the left for Lemon, high up in the air. Bassett receives. Saxton out to the left. The Bears send it. Roberts high up in the air. Fuller receives after it goes into the rafters. Mariscal tried to get tricky with it. Fuller has that one come off of her fingers soft, and it goes down onto the hardwood. And a 2-0 run by the Bears. Bassett again into Roberts, who goes behind her head. Mariscal pushes it over and out of bounds at the 10-foot line out to the left into the Bears bench. 3-0 run for the Bears, 18-10 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Bassett third into Fuller, Roberts to back her up, and then Mariscal pushes it off of her forehead. Set up in the middle for Crane, and that one goes out of bounds. Good thought by Crane as she tried to get the rotation off and out of the order by the Pirates, but it just was pushed out and far to the left. 19-10. Marley Newton rolls back for the Pirates. She will send it over with the left hand. Saxton high up in the middle for Crane. Soft touch. Roberts is there to dig. Miscommunication by Lemon and Mariscal, who both looked at each other thinking they were going to get it. Camo comes back in for Newton after one service. 19-11. Crockett will come out. In comes Elsie Johnson. Johnson into the middle again. Beckstead short set up, and Mariscal climbs the ladder in the middle and sends it out and away off of the block and down. 20-11. 6 kills for Mariscal, who will serve. Goes to Armstrong on the back line. Johnson out and to the left for Crane. Taking and absorbing the blow is Roberts, pushed over by Fuller at the 10-foot line. Johnson short set up for Crane. Touch twice. High up in the air, and Fuller saves herself from going underneath the net. The Bears counterattack on the left, and it goes out of bounds. It was tipped and touched by Lemon at the line. Bears right now currently only down 8. Trying to get a little rally of their own, trying to make things even when things have not gone their way so far early in this conference matchup. Roberts off the deep dig. Lemon has that one blocked back over to West Side. Camo out to the left for Fuller. She'll send that one high up and away. Johnson into the middle for Crane. Bears send it over to West Side once again. Into the middle, Lemon, soft touch. Too soft, that is, and it doesn't even hardly reach the net. Falls down right in front of her. And that timeout really working to the benefit of the Bears earlier on as they've been on a tear, cutting it down to within 7. Service by Shaw, high up in the air. Beckstead will feed Fuller, and Fuller sends that one right into Shaw. And we get a whistle, preliminary whistle right there. I'm not sure exactly what the call was, but it was a point for Abby Fuller. 21-13 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Johnson, short set up, and it's just a little bit too short for McMurray, who had it in an awkward position right at the center logo, right at the, the half circle on the left side for the Bears. Falls down. Falls down onto the hardwood. Shaw again receives. Johnson backsetting to the left. Crane gets blocked by Gunderson and Fuller. West side will counterattack in the middle. Gunderson, soft hit. McMurray gets her own rebound, sends it back over to the Bears. Skinner slaps it over. Lemon is there to receive on the back line. Beckstead will feed Fuller on the left. Soft touch. A battle at the net. Beckstead digs it as it shot out to the right. Fuller again will attack. Off of the tip and out of bounds. Fuller with 12. And if you ever want a highlight tape to send to anybody, Abby Fuller, make a little mark on this game right here. She's been great. Lemon across after the service, taken by Shaw. Came off a little bit awkward to the left and then pushed over by Johnson at the 10-foot line. Beckstead to Fuller on the left. Cross court to the far side, not fooling the Bears. Skinner will be set up. A block. Fuller, pancake dig into Gunderson, and that just comes off awkward again, and down. The score, 14-23. 9 points. A pretty substantial lead, but the Bears have made it interesting, at least after the timeout. Beckstead high in the air. Gunderson has it dug up by Johnson, pushed over behind the 10-foot line. Camo out to the left for Fuller. From left to right, Skinner. Flat-footed, pushes it across. Beckstead again high in the air for Fuller. That one is down. Comes off like a laser shot. I mean, truly, you put me out there and I'm going to be eating whatever it is that Abby Fuller is serving if I was on defense. 24-14, Fuller with 13 kills, and set point coming up in this second set brought to you by Level 10 Life. Beckstead will serve off the top of the tape, dug up by Shaw. High and in the middle. Bassett will sky it out and away, and that is it. 25-14, set number 2. Westside Pirates looking the part of their back-to-back state championship reigning title holders. That will do it. Westside will go up 2-0 over the Bears, and we'll come back with our third set. And if things continue the way that they are going to, if they possibly could, we might see a sweep after this. We'll see if the Bears can collect themselves, adjust, try and come up with some type of magic to get Westside off of their spot. Until then, we'll go ahead and take a break here on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Set number 3 coming up. West Side up 2-0 after taking the first set 25-12 and then 25-14 the set after that. Currently right now from the naked eye you see a West Side program that is working like a well-oiled machine. They play well, they look well, and that has something to do with the work and effort that they've put into this program both in the offseason and early on in the preseason. Maybe had a little bit of an off night last week, just a standalone what was going on. Malad came out hot, but this team looks like a completely different night and day team than what we saw last Thursday. And this is a good Bear Lake team, don't get me wrong. They're not playing somebody that's maybe lacking any type of talent or coaching. This is a Bear Lake team that plays very, very well. West Side will receive. Bear Lake takes the attack from Fuller and then sends it back over to West Side. Up in the middle, Lemon, soft touch down the sideline, and that is touched by Shaw and out of bounds. First blood again drawn by the Pirates. Natalie Lemon with the multicolored shoes. A great inheritance. High up in the air, and Fuller barely taps it across. Just in time getting out from underneath the net. Launching long and out from the middle attack at the logo is Crane. Taylor Crane, the senior, has had a few highlight plays tonight. That time it just goes sailing out of bounds. Lemon to the left, Armstrong will receive, and the Bears set it up out to the far left off the top of the tape. Fuller has that one almost go into her own bench, but Lemon is there to save her. Crane attacks from the middle, goes to the left, and Beckstead bounces it off of her forehead. Fuller launches a laser, and Armstrong is there. 2 hits and a violation called on the Bears. 3-0 on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. West Side has struck early and often and maintained a lead both in the first and second set, and they're continuing that trend now. Camo takes it, sets it up to the left for Fuller, and that's off the tip high up in the air. Johnson for Crane in the middle, another block by Britta Grimm and Fuller. They don't let anything easy past them. Has to get launched high and up. Beckstead to the left for Fuller, and she goes cross court. Armstrong dives, and it goes off of her forearms and down onto the hardwood. Fuller again making it look easy as 1, 2, 3, a wonderful waltz happening out there and a thing of beauty. Shaw receives, Johnson on the middle, sets up her teammate, easily taken by Lemon high up in the air. Beckstead will go out to Fuller, and Fuller has that one blocked. Good reflexes and slapped over by Maudie Skull after the block from the Bears on the front line. Crane will rise up at the 10-foot line and launch it low into the net. 5-0 for West Side. Natalie Lemon over and into the middle. Shaw almost has that one go out of bounds, but Bassett is there to send it long. Into the center of the defense, pushed over by Grimm at the 10-foot line. Bassett to Johnson on the left, high up in the air on the left side, attack by Shaw, who gets the over return, but good reflexes. Fuller didn't have the angle as she came up close to the net on the left, bumped it off of her forearms, and it kind of just skied up high in the air and stayed on her own side. 4 hits would have been the call, but the Pirates watched it go down onto the hardwood. First points for the Bears in this third set, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli in Clifton, Idaho. Fuller on the left into the middle for Beckstead. She'll feed back to Fuller and does what she does best, rises up, sends it off of the tip and out of bounds. The big 1-5 in terms of kills for Fuller. who averages about 14 a game, but she's gotten the 15-point mark early in this third set. Beckstead taken by Bassett over return, and Grimm lightly ushers it down onto the Bear Lake side. 7-1 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Beckstead with this L approach, high and across into the back line. Johnson, high up in the air. Fist, a hammer fist type of move right in the middle by McMurray. Splits a couple defenders that caught Marley Newton off guard. Point over to the Bears. Service by Taylor Crane. Crane just a little bit off of her mark tonight as she sends that one just a tad low, gets caught up in the tape and falls down onto her side of the court. Fuller will serve back over to the Bears, high up into the middle. A shot placement attempt by Danny Bassett, again low, and it just seems like right now when, if you're the Bears, you gotta find something. It looks like they're a little frustrated both with themselves and the play tonight. Best thing that you can do is do exactly that, and that is do the basics. Set up Skinner on the left and have her put it on a rope right on the line of the back line of the Pirates. Substitution for the Bears. In comes Crockett and Saxton for Johnson and McMurray. Beckstead high and into the middle. Mariscal has that go off the block, and a diving attempt by Saxton off of her right fist, but it goes the wrong direction out on the backside of the court of her own defending side into the Bear Lake Bears Welcome to the Cave logo behind them next to the concessions and entrance of the gym on the left. (10-3) for the West Side Pirates, and Grimm sells that one out and away. Not a lot of service errors tonight, but that was one of them for the Pirates. Making it 10-4 on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard. Armstrong will take a running leap at it, received by the Pirates, and Mariscal sends it right back. Armstrong digs, Saxton out to the left for Shaw, and that bounces off the tip of Newton and out of bounds. Making up half of the distance now. 5 points needed to make this thing even. The Bears go to Armstrong again. Fuller takes it. Beckstead high up into the left for Lemon. Has that one blocked. Up in the air, reception and taken out of bounds. Bassett thought that it was touched at the line by the front row of the Pirates, but our officials have to disagree with her. 11-5 on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Newton with the left hand across and taken. Armstrong dives. It goes off of her into the coach's seating left of us here on the Bear Lake side of the court. An ace for Marley Newton. Taken back into the middle. Bassett gets fed again. Partial block by Mariscal. Beckstead to Lemon. High arcing tip at the 10-foot line. Saxton back set for the Bears. Back over to West Side, and here comes the counter offensive to the left for Lemon. That one out and long. A little bit too much muscle for Natalie Lemon. Marley Newton's going to come on out. In comes Paige Camo, as Danny Bassett will head to the line and send it over right to Roberts on the far side. Near side left setup. Lemon softly taps that one over. Bears return the favor, and Mariscal has it tip off of her fingers and shoot behind her back right in the middle into the tower behind herself. 12-7. Bassett again. Fuller takes it. Beckstead out into the middle. Mariscal to Armstrong, who receives that one well. Saxton out to the left. Shaw has that one go right into the net. Armstrong is able to save it from going into the student section. Beckstead will dump set. Good reaction by Crane to keep that one up and alive. Punch over move down parallel to the sideline, out of bounds on the far left. A punch by Shaw. (13-7). Your score on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Deep squat and reception. Saxton high up in the air for Crane, off of the tip. Modescall takes it. Beckstead will go out to Fuller. Soft touch, and that's the right move. Gets it over the top of Crockett, but out in front of Saxton, who was backing her up. 14-7, the Pirates have doubled up the Bears in the third set. Here, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky. Papa J's world-class jerky, small town USA. Back after these messages on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa J's Beef Jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa J's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa J's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa J's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
Midway through set number 3, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky, world-class jerky in small town USA. The deli is delicious, the beef jerky is delicious, and the company and atmosphere are bar none out in Clifton, Idaho. So go there. You're missing out if you have not been. Welcome back here as the Pirates up 14-7 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Modescall will send that one over. Couple touches and then pushed over short by Armstrong. Armstrong kind of put it off of her forehead, tried to place that one into the center middle of the defense of the Pirates. Just did not get there. Modescall lob, and that's going to hit Natalie Lemon right in the backside. Fall down onto the court. Service error. Elsie Johnson into the middle by Fuller. Beckstead back set for Lemon, and she pushes that cross court and down. Did that stay in bounds? Not 100% sure. And they're going to say it was tipped somewhat at the line. It was close. Good setup, and I mean, it looked nice, but I maybe perhaps thought that went out of bounds. Over return, and the Bear Lake Bears tried to kick that one up underneath the net. 17-8. Lemon over and into the middle. Johnson high up in the air for Crane. Gets past Britta Grimm, and Beckstead tries to get this little side dunk in there, but it goes low into the net. Sadie Shaw back for the Lady Bears. Taken into the middle by Modescall. Towards the front line, short set up by Fuller, and Fuller loads, or rather loads and then unloads into the arms of Cortland Skinner and out of bounds. Just from the middle, and shoots out into the Bear Lake student section. 16 for Fuller, 18-9. Beckstead goes over to the Bear Lake Bears. They'll attack into the middle, taken by West Side, high up into the left for Fuller. And that one shoots off of Danny Bassett at 1,000 miles an hour. I mean, good night. I mean, what else? What else can you do? I mean, maybe you try and stop her at the front line. I don't know. Beckstead, and an attack by the Bears, and they block it right at the line. Britta Grimm with, make that 7 blocks tonight. My goodness. 20-9. Beckstead high off. Crane tries to send it off back into the middle, and McMurray back over to West Side's portion of the court. On a silver platter for Abby Fuller, and she puts that one off the block, parallel down the left sideline and out of bounds. 21-19. Lainey Beckstead, and this has been like a 5-point run, I believe, for the Pirates. Over and into the middle. Johnson out to her left, slapped over by Crane, and that one's low and into the net. And it's one of those nights, just one of those nights for Bear Lake. They still get great support from their student section. They've been super loud tonight. I mean, a really fun atmosphere to be in here for both teams. Johnson behind herself, and Crane will back fist it over. Fuller, soft touch, dug up at the 10-foot line. Johnson out to the left for Skinner. She'll go to Beckstead right in the middle. Camo, left side for Fuller, and Fuller goes in between the trees and puts it right down at the free throw line near the back line. 18 for Fuller. Yes, I can count. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Over and across, taken and diving dig and pushed over by the Bears. High up into the middle. Gunderson just outside. Puts it out of bounds after the long hit. Taylor Crane to serve for the Bears. Just across the tape. Roberts receives on the back line. Left side setup for Fuller. Crane has that one go off of her arm. Skinner will get it out on the left. Just soft over to Beckstead. Left side setup. Fuller has to go with the underneath palm. Gunderson with a little bit of a block. Camo out to the left for Fuller. Dug up by the Bears. Johnson pushes it to the back line. Back setup in the middle. Gunderson, soft touch. Johnson high up into the middle. Gunderson gets her kill. Gunderson was active all along the front line, and she gets her kill of the night right there, and she earned it. She deserved it, she earned it. Just hovering left side, right side, going toe-to-toe with the front line of Bear Lake, and it's match point coming up here, and that's gonna come off of an ace from Abby Fuller off of Morgan Armstrong and out of bounds. Third set, 25-10. A clinic put on by the Pirates tonight, and a lot of stats that we can go over. Pirates will go 2-1 in conference play after beating Soda Springs earlier. A drop and a loss to Malad, and then now back into it. And it looks like the Pirates responded in a big way after dropping that conference matchup to Malad earlier. And it was absolute. I mean, just everything went right for the Pirates. I mean, highlight plays, ball fell in the right place. Nobody made a whole lot of errors. I mean, I think we might have a season low in errors for the team tonight. I dare say probably, I want to say, looking at it here, probably 6 in total. I mean, that is not a lot, hardly at all. And these are obviously unofficial stats, but we're going to come back to you after this, and we'll touch up on our post-game show, tell you how you can be here for the football game on Friday. That will be broadcast on 105.5 KCH and on mylocalradio.com. We'll tell you a little bit about this volleyball team, where they stand in the standings, and what we can do to get ready for some more action later on this week on the Rouse Construction post-game show after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. Our final score today here on the Ralph's Construction post-game show. The Westside Pirates take the sweep against Bear Lake tonight in dominating fashion. First set will go 25-12, second set 25-14, and the third set 25-10. I mean, everything going the way of the Pirates tonight. To recap what we saw, Abby Fuller was on her mark, Britta Grimm was on her mark, and everybody really did their job in order to make a very dominant performance and a conference win. The Pirates will go up 7-1 overall, and 2-1 in conference. The Bears will drop to 8-4 and 1-1 in conference. As we look forward to the schedule for the Westside Pirates coming up next week, after these games this week, only one game this week against Bear Lake. Next week, we will see a game on Wednesday, September 28th at 7 p.m. Versus Aberdeen. That's going to be at Westside, I believe. And then Thursday in Soda Springs, the Malad tournament happening that weekend. So a lot of volleyball happening next week, a lot that we can talk about. As for the Westside Pirate football team, they're going to be traveling back here on Friday. 7 p.m. is kickoff time against the Bear Lake Bears. That is a huge conference matchup. The Bears look really, really good. Their football team looks good, and they are hungry, not having gotten a win against the Pirates since 2016. It's been a while, and the Bears have really psyched themselves up for it. It should be a really fun matchup. We're going to go ahead, take one more break, come back to you with our post-game stats brought to you by Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. Braden and Brittany Smith, fantastic people, bringing us all of the stats that you could possibly need this season during the post-game show here on 105.5, 1340 AM and on mylocalradio.com.
If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Welcome back to our post-game coverage today, brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. It's now time to dig into our Farm Bureau Insurance post-game stat show. The Smith Agency here to help you protect the things which matter most. Blaringly obvious, minimal errors tonight. I would want to say a season low in terms of errors. Absolute domination by the Pirates. 18 kills by Abby Fuller. 8 by Sada Mariskal. Lainey Beckstead with 2 of her own. Britta Grimm with 2 of her own. Lemon with 3, and Gunderson and Newton each with 1. Britta Grimm standing out, just eye-popping stats. 7 blocks tonight And that was, I mean, she just was there the whole time, not letting anything easy come across the tape. Aces led by Abby Fuller with 3, 1 apiece by Britta Grimm, Natalie Lemon, and Sara Mariskal. That is your stats tonight, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, helping you protect the things which matter most here in Franklin County. Our play of the night I want to give to Audrey Gunderson. Second to last point of the game. She just hovered along the net, played hard on the front line. I mean, really got up there and got her 1 kill of the night. It looked fantastic. She looked good. The senior getting the play of the game. Our player of the game, I can't help but give it to Britta Grimm. I mean, 7 blocks tonight. Absolutely fantastic from her. I mean, nice little golf clap. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate the support here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH. To all of you, thank you to all of our sponsors as well, including West Motor Company, Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, Stokes Marketplace, S&T Electric, Procon Homes, and Milestone Timberworks, just to name a few. Thank you so very much for all of us here at KACH, including Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians, our audio-visual technician and expert back in the studio, John Beverly, and our executive producer, Val Cook. I am Cody Olsen saying thank you. Have a good night, everybody. Drive safe.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of mylocalradio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated.